In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Minecraft multiplayer on the Nintendo Switch. Now, there's actually multiple ways that we could do this, and here are all of the best ways to do so. So number one is to play Minecraft via split screen multiplayer. This will work within the same console. Alright, so the first thing you want to do for all of these methods is you actually want to go ahead and open up your system settings just like so. Then what we need to do is we need to go ahead and keep on scrolling down until we see internet. Then from here, you want to go ahead and press on internet settings. Now wait for it to load in. Then all you want to do from here is you want to go ahead and press on your Wi-Fi network, which you should already be logged into. Then you want to go ahead and press on change settings. Once you're done with that, it is then going to open up a menu that looks like this, and all you want to do is you want to scroll down until you see DNS settings. Okay, so here we are in DNS settings, and all you want to do is you want to make sure that your primary DNS and your secondary DNS have these values on my screen right now. So for the primary DNS, you want to make sure it has all of these different values over here, so you can go ahead and actually just change it up relatively easily. And the same thing with the secondary DNS. So here it is right over here. So basically, feel free to go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Make sure that both your primary DNS and your secondary DNS are the same as mine. Alright, once you're done with that, all you want to do is you want to go ahead and press on save. Then it will say settings have been saved. Then you can go ahead and close out and return back to the home screen. Then go ahead and open up Minecraft like you normally would. Alright, and then wait for Nintendo Switch to load in. Alright, and then here we are, boys. So now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and just load into any Minecraft world. Basically, this will be the world that is going to host your multiplayer game. So let's say you want to play split screen with you and a bunch of your friends. Then you guys could either create a brand new world or just load into an existing world. So I'm just going to load into this world that I did make earlier on. Also, in order for this to work, you'll need a TV or monitor connected via the Switch dock. And obviously you will need at least 2 controllers. You guys could use your Joy-Cons or even like the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers as well. And also what you need to do is you need to go ahead and just connect your Nintendo Switch to a TV or monitor. Now, in order to actually get your other friends to start playing with you, what they need to do is they need to go ahead and press on the plus button on the controller. Now, every Nintendo Switch controller is slightly different, but there should be like a plus button, and basically all they need to do is they need to press on that, and then they're going to get an option that does say join as player 2, and then all they need to do is just confirm it one more time, and they should be able to go ahead and start playing with you. And then once you guys have split screen, you guys can go ahead and play multiplayer that way, which is definitely a pretty great option. You guys could also play multiplayer via a local network multiplayer server. So this will require multiple switches, but the good thing about this method is that it doesn't require internet. So local network play allows multiple Nintendo Switch consoles to connect wirelessly without an internet connection, using the Switch local, wireless, or shared Wi-Fi network. Alright, so for this, up to 8 players can go ahead and join, which is honestly pretty cool. So if you're doing this method, keep this in mind. Each Nintendo Switch needs to have a copy of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and it needs to be the same version. All Switches must be connected to the same Wi-Fi network or within local wireless range. And each player needs a Nintendo profile, and profiles must be friends on the Nintendo Switch. So if you want to go ahead and connect to your local network, all you want to do is you want to press on the Y button. Then you want to go ahead and press on local network just like so. Now just wait for a little bit, and you may actually be signed out of your Microsoft account. Do not worry, guys, that is 100% normal because this is actually the local network. It's not online play. And then from here, you guys want to go ahead and just load into any Minecraft world that you want to go ahead and play multiplayer on. So let's go ahead and work with this world, for example. So yeah, once you went ahead and started your game, now other players around you can go ahead and easily join your Minecraft world via LAN servers. So that is definitely another way that you guys can go ahead and play multiplayer. And lastly, we can go ahead and actually use online multiplayer, where you need to go ahead and play online over the internet. So this lets you play with friends across the internet, including cross-platform with players on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, or even mobile devices. So for this, you'll need a Nintendo Switch online subscription for each player, which definitely is a little bit pricey, guys, and unfortunately that is just the way it is. And you will also need to go ahead and sign into a Microsoft account, which is actually free, but you will need this in order for it to actually work. So just make sure you press on the Y button and make sure that online network is selected. Then you need to go ahead and sign in into a Microsoft account. Now I have already signed in, but in the bottom left, you should see a button that says sign in, and all you want to do is you want to go ahead and press on that, and basically it is going to walk you through the process to create a Microsoft account if you haven't already made one already. But chances are you probably already have one if you played Minecraft on like a previous device or something like that. So just make sure you go ahead and either create a Microsoft account or log into an existing one. And basically, once you're done with that, you guys can go ahead and host a Minecraft world. So let's say, for example, we wanted to go ahead and create a brand new world. We can go ahead and set it to creative and survival and all that good stuff. But what you want to do is you want to go to the left menu, press on multiplayer. Now, this is really important. You want to make sure that multiplayer game is actually turned on. And then you guys can go ahead and adjust the Nintendo player access. So it could be friends of friends. I personally recommend going with friends of friends. It just makes the process a little bit faster. And then Microsoft player access, you guys could set that to friends of friends as well. And a default player permissions and a friendly fire as well. So these are all other options that you guys can go ahead and adjust, but make sure that multiplayer game is turned on. Alright, so now that you're done with that, it is now time to invite your friends. So your friends will also need a Microsoft account in order to play multiplayer with you. And in order to invite them, all you want to do is you want to go ahead and just press on options. Then you want to go ahead and select on this option that does say invite to game. Then you want to go ahead and select on find cross-platform friends right over here. And basically you want to go ahead and search their gamer tag. So just enter in their gamer tag right over there. And you should be able to add them from there. It is relatively easy, guys. Although I will warn you guys, just working with Minecraft Nintendo Switch can sometimes be so frustrating because it can be like really slow. So yeah, just guys, please be patient and you should be able to add your friends like that. But yeah, as you're able to tell, I already do have a bunch of friends. So I can go ahead and just invite anyone over here. And if they are online, then they will actually appear towards the top of the screen and they'll have like a little like green signal, and from there you guys are able to go ahead and send them an invite. And from there, they should be able to join your Minecraft world. So this method is perfect if you're trying to play with your friends and you guys already have like the Nintendo subscription and you guys are actually far away from each other and you can't see each other in person, then this is definitely a pretty good option, although it is a little bit expensive. Alternatively, you guys can go ahead and play on Minecraft Realms. You guys can create your realms for $8 a month for 10 players, and it is basically like your very own private server. So again, it really is up to you, although keep in mind that it will cost money. And of course, you guys can also join servers as well. So if you do sign in and you do get the Nintendo Online, then you guys can go ahead and join all these great servers, and basically you and your friend can join the same server, and from there you're able to play together. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you later, French fries.